Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you thought the Giants were just quietly going about their business this offseason, think again. Rumors are swirling around the league that could shake up the NFC East more than anyone anticipated. And at the heart of it all is the potential acquisition of Patrick SCHOEN, the Denver Broncos' shutdown corner by the Giants. This isn't just idle speculation. It's a move that could redefine the Giants' secondary, bolster their overall defense, and give them a much-needed edge heading into the 2024 season. Let's unpack this, because it's a game-changer. First off, let's talk about the context. The Denver Broncos are currently sitting at a 4-6 record, and their defense has struggled at times this season, allowing an average of 25 points per game. Their secondary, which used to be one of the team's strong points, has been leaking yards and points, especially on third down. The Broncos' cap space is around $20 million, and with this season's results, they are clearly looking to rebuild and retool. Trading SCHOEN makes a lot of sense for them if they're aiming for a rebuild, especially since they're leaking points and need to free up cap space to bring in new talent or draft picks. For the Giants, this could be a perfect storm. They're looking for a top-tier corner to lock down the opposing team's best receivers, particularly in a division where the passing game is becoming more and more lethal. The Giants have a vulnerable secondary, especially with the recent injury to Thibodeaux, and adding a shutdown corner like SCHOEN could be the piece that elevates their defense from decent to elite. It's not just about stopping the pass. It's about changing the entire dynamic of their defense, making them more aggressive and less vulnerable to big plays. SCHOEN, who's just 25 years old, is a two-time Pro Bowler and considered one of the best young corners in the league. In 2023, he's been phenomenal. 32 solo tackles, 8 assisted, 40 combined tackles, 2 interceptions, 5 pass deflections, and an impressive PFF grade of 86.7, putting him in the top 5 among cornerbacks. His coverage stats are elite too, with a 90% coverage grade and an EPA per target of -0.22, which means he's a true game changer in pass defense. He's also shown great versatility, with 4 tackles for loss and 35 contested catches. His career numbers are equally impressive: 160 solo tackles, 20 interceptions, 4 touchdowns, and 60 pass deflections, all with 0 injuries over 10 games this season, which speaks volumes about his durability and consistency. What makes SCHOEN such a hot commodity isn't just his stats. It's his ability to shut down the best receivers, and that's exactly what the Giants need, especially with the division becoming more competitive. The Cowboys have C.D. Lamb, and the Eagles boast a deep receiving core. Having someone like SCHOEN to neutralize those threats would give the Giants a massive boost. And it's not just about coverage. SCHOEN's presence elevates the entire secondary, giving safeties and linebackers more freedom to make plays. Now the Broncos are reportedly skeptical about parting ways with their star corner. They're sitting at 4-6, with a third down conversion rate allowed of 45%, and they've struggled to contain offenses on third down. They're focusing on their quarterback situation and are willing to spend around $18 million on SCHOEN to keep him. But the reality is that they're also eyeing a rebuild, and trading SCHOEN could be their way to accelerate that process. They're leaking points, allowing 251 points this season, and the hope is to get some valuable draft capital and cap relief in return. For the Giants, their cap space is currently around $5 million, which is tight but manageable if they decide to make this move. They see SCHOEN as a perfect fit, especially considering that Neighbors is out, and they need that shutdown corner to bolster their coverage units. The addition of SCHOEN would not only improve their pass defense, but also help them win more in high-pressure situations, especially in the red zone where touchdowns are costly. From a strategic standpoint, SCHOEN could significantly impact the Giants' defensive efficiency. Projections suggest that with SCHOEN on the field, the opposing team's offensive yards per pass down could drop from 7-0 to around 5-9, a huge boost in limiting big plays. His presence on the field would increase their coverage EPA by approximately +22%. and his ability to intercept passes could lead to an additional 8 turnovers. His ability to cover deep threats like Lamb and neutralize them is a game changer, and it's part of why the Giants are so interested, especially given their recent struggles to contain top-tier receivers. This move could also have a ripple effect on the Giants' overall win probability. With Surtain's elite coverage skills, their chances of winning close games increase significantly. His ability to force turnovers, reduce opponents' offensive efficiency, and improve pass coverage would translate into more wins. It's not just about individual stats, it's about how he fits into the larger picture of the Giants' team-building strategy. The Giants have been rebuilding steadily, and adding a player of Surtain's caliber could push them from a playoff hopeful to a real Super Bowl contender. Speaking of Super Bowl odds, the Giants' chances have already improved from +50, 0 to +20, 0 with the recent buzz around this potential trade. That's a substantial jump in the betting markets, reflecting the belief that Surtain could be the missing piece that propels Big Blue back into serious contention. His ability to shut down top receivers in the league, combined with the Giants' improving offense, especially with Daniel Jones healthy and Saquon Barkley providing a strong ground game, makes this a very exciting time for Giants fans. The division is getting tougher, but with Surtain in the fold, the Giants could be the team nobody wants to face in the playoffs. Now, looking at the broader picture, this isn't just about one player or one game. It's about a strategic shift. The Giants have been patient, building through the draft and free agency, and now they're potentially making a bold move to leapfrog their NFC East rivals. The Eagles are still a powerhouse with Hurts and their explosive offense, but the Giants' revamped secondary with Surtain could be the equalizer. Meanwhile, the Cowboys will have to contend with a defense that's now even more formidable on the outside. Of course, skeptics might point out that trading a first-round pick in 2026 is a hefty price tag, but Giants fans know how important it is to strike now when the opportunity presents itself. If Surtain can be that lockdown corner who can neutralize the league's best WRs, then the trade pays off many times over. Plus, with the Giants' recent draft history and cap flexibility, they can afford to take these bold steps when the right player comes along. It's worth mentioning that the Giants' defense has shown flashes of brilliance this season, but consistency has been the issue. Adding Surtain could be the piece that makes the secondary a true strength, allowing the front seven to pin their ears back and rush the quarterback more aggressively. It's a domino effect that could elevate the entire team and give the Giants a better shot at competing deep into January. So, as we wait for official confirmation, Giants fans should be excited. The potential acquisition of Patrick Surtain II is not just a splash move, it's a statement. It signals that the Giants are serious about contending, about making the playoffs, and about competing for a Super Bowl. It's a bold move, but one that could pay dividends for years to come. The NFC East is fierce, but with this kind of talent added to the mix, the Giants are positioning themselves to be a force once again. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think Surtain is the missing piece to get us back to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Remember, this isn't just about one player, it's about the future of our team. We're talking about a franchise that's been through ups and downs, but right now, feels like it's on the verge of something special. Keep the faith and stay tuned because I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest news surrounding the New York Giants. Let's go, Big Blue.